Hey everyone. So I purchased a couple of things online over the past few weeks, I would say, and I'm pretty happy with the purchase. And I figured I would do an unboxing of a few of the items and a bit of a review. Because yeah, I thought the items were interesting, and I thought it would make a good unboxing review kind of video. So I'm going to try doing one of these. I've never done one of these, so we'll see how it goes. So there's two items I'm going to be reviewing in this video. This is the first item, and there is a second item which is associated with this item. And it's going to basically be a video split into two parts. So I'm basically going to be doing an unboxing over here, and you'll see where this is going. And the second half we'll review the other item. So enough of the mystery, and so here we are. So this is I think this came in a bigger box. I don't exactly remember. This was like maybe last week, and I was kind of in a hurry to unbox it, and I opened it up, and I came across this note, which kind of motivated me to do this video a bit more. I just figured it would be an interesting exercise, just to kind of shine some light on how people do use these kind of commerce platforms, and how it helps people out as well. So here we go. So I received this box basically, and I'm gonna do as best of a job I can. So let me remove this card. This card was on top of it. So this is basically a box, just like a regular box, like with a lid, and it has a little latch of sorts. It's just decorative. I think it's plastic, but it's a nice touch. So it had a little bit of a premium look at least. And the box itself is a very it's cloth. It's covered in cloth, so it's like cardboard and then with a layer of cloth. So if I can just look to show you the texture of it, and yeah, there's some it looks Chinese, but yeah, there's a label on top of it. So I did open the box like so, and then this is as far as I got on my own time. So from here moving on, it'll be new to me. So it'll act as a kind of a first unboxing, if you will. So yeah, so I'm opening up this box, and I'm gonna do as best of a job I can. Here's my limited setup, but basically this is what comes in the box. And before we get into the internals, let me just read this little pamphlet or little card that was given on top of the box when I opened it. So it says, "Thank you for your purchase." And it has a picture of a little family. And it has a writing, a little blurb at the back, and I'm just going to read this out right now. Dear customer, thank you very much for purchasing our product. I am Susan, the owner of the Amazon store. I am a single mother. My husband died of cancer 2 years ago, leaving behind 2 children and an elderly person. I can't go to work because I have to take care of the elderly and children. I search online for good products to sell and process orders from the store every day to ensure that my children can go to school and the elderly receive better care. My 2 sensible and well-behaved children will be responsible for packaging these products after school. At present, all of my income is obtained through opening an Amazon store. Although it is not much, I feel that through my efforts and the help of kind-hearted people, I will definitely be able to get through this difficult time. If you are not satisfied with our products or logistics speed, please contact us via email in the store. I will focus on serving you and solving all your problems. Genuine, Susan. So thank you, Susan. so far I am a happy customer. And yeah, logistic wise, as it's mentioned in the thing, I'll just make a note of the logistics. I did buy this off Amazon. It was a random thing I came across. I was looking for a particular appliance, which this is, and this is the one I liked, and it fit my budget and all that stuff. So so I just had to just order it based off that. I did not know any of this stuff when I ordered it. So so yeah, so I'm looking forward to this, and the item did come, I think, around like a week earlier than I was expecting it. I don't think it was even supposed to come until like maybe mid-month, and I got it maybe 3-4 days ago. So so yeah, so logistically, it was, you know, received on time, and the package, it maintains its integrity. So so let's just see what's in this package then. So I'm going to be opening it up, and I'm going to do a lot of swiveling, so because I want the experience, you know, and I'll show you kind of what I'm opening. So on top we have this little card here. Okay, cool. So I think this is like a label for the product. It's just unfolded, so you'll get an idea of what it is that I'm about to unpack. And it's just a bunch of Chinese. I think I'll just get like Google Translate or something and just kind of figure it out at some point. But I assume it's product related. So I'll put this to the side. There's just some bubble wrap on top after that. So maybe I can open it like this. Okay, bubble wrap. We'll leave that to the side. There's 2 compartments, and the inside is all like it's like felt, like lining, and there's some sponge under it, or some kind of, yeah, some sponge, I would say. So there's 2 compartments. I'm just going to take out, see how it works. All right, more bubble wrap. We'll remove all the bubble wrap. Okay, all right, so okay, cool. All right, so let's just open this one side up. So I'm just gonna pull out the items. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, so we have this item. And I'll open these items in a second. So the box contains 3 pieces. So this is the first piece, and this is the thing I was waiting for. It's a little smaller than I was expecting, but it's not a big deal. I am a single user, so you know, it's good enough for one size. But you will see what it is, and it is a little teapot. Ta-da! All right. So I think it's made out of clay. I'll leave the link for the Amazon store in the description of this video. And yeah, so I'll give you a little look. It's a teapot. It's made out of clay. It has a little bit of a design, or some kind of like a little black. Let me wait till it zooms. Sorry, I'm sitting in under a skylight, so I gotta deal with the reflection. But yeah, so you get the idea. Oops, so it's bubble wrap under my elbow, and yeah, it's just a little design, and it's like ceramic or like clay or something. Okay. And under it, looks about standard. There's some Chinese at the bottom of it too. Little stamp. And yeah, the top has a little like grip thingy handle. And cool. And the inside is just the inside. So yeah, pretty neat. Cool. So let me open up the rest of the items in this package, and then we'll take it for a spin. So I'll leave this out here so you can see. So the other two items that come with this package are little teacups. Check it out. Teacups are really nice. And yeah, given the size of everything, it looks like this will fit enough for 2 teacups. And we'll try that out too. Everything's yeah, the teacups are closer to the size I was expecting, but yeah, this is not bad. And there is a little bit of a design on top of this this pot as well, the lid. So if you can tell, it's focusing on my face, so I gotta, there we go. Okay. So excuse me. Excuse me. All right, probably cut that out. So here we are with the teacups, and there is a little dragon stamp. Let me do this face thing again. I think it worked. Yeah, there we go. Little dragon sticker or some kind of. It's pretty built into the work of the cup itself, so I wouldn't call it a sticker. It feels more like part of the cup. So yeah, pretty cool. Can't go wrong with dragons. And this is a slightly different design on the other cup. I'm not sure what it is exactly, but it looks a little different than the other design. So I'm sure all of this will make sense once I give it a better look. But so yeah, basically you got your little 2 teacups and a little teapot. And roughly, I think I paid like $60-70 Canadian for this. So so yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way it looks, and I was very happy with the packaging. Little box, I can keep it. You know, I can take it out when I, when I have like a guest over or something, or I want to kind of have something a little different. So hopefully, I can keep these items in this box, and yeah, just be able to enjoy the entire product every time I use it. So so yeah, thank you, Susan, for your lovely product. And the second part of this video is now to use it. So so which brings me to the second product that I'll be reviewing in this video as well. So I'll wash this up, I'll clean this out, and I'm going to be brewing some tea. And the second product is some tea, some loose leaf tea that I bought off of Amazon as well. And the reason why I'm going to be reviewing that as well is because that also came with a little story, and it just adds a little bit of a personal touch, a little bit of authenticity, integrity. So yeah, and I enjoy then consuming those kind of products, So so yeah, so I'll wash this up, and then I'll take the camera to a more a different setting that I can kind of focus on the other product. And yeah, I hope you like this this part of the video, and yeah, I'll see you in the second part. Thank you. Okay, so here's the second part of my unboxing review video that I'm doing today. So the first item that I've just covered is the teapot with the 2 teacups. So the second part is basically tea. So I picked this up off of Amazon. And again, just like the pot, it was kind of a random find. I was looking for loose leaf tea, and I thought I'd try like a sampler set so that I can kind of try different things out. So I found this one called Vahdam India Assorted Teas Sampler. So here's the box, a nice box, and yeah, so that's kind of what it looks like. It's a little container. I've already opened this and I've already been drinking. So so the back has all the information that you may need, who it's packaged by, ingredients, nutritional value. So it has all that stuff already there. And the things I will kind of read out is that it's climate neutral certified. So there's a logo right here, climate neutral certified. And then there's another logo, certified plastic neutral brand. So there is some, and then there's certified B Corporate. I'm not sure what that is. So there is some environmental care taken into the packaging and distribution of this product, which is always a bonus, plus, if not a motivating factor. So yeah, this seemed like a good spot to kind of try out different teas. I'll just open the box if it's empty right now, but it's a nice little box. It has these little 2 containers. It has the logo of Vahdam India on the inside, and basically these 2 compartments are full of all this stuff right here. So I'm going to I don't have a great setup for my camera, so I'm just going to be lifting things up and showing you on camera. So I want to show you all the different flavors they have. But before I get to the flavors, so there's 10 of them here. But it also came with a little flyer. So I'm gonna read that out, and then we'll get into actually consuming the product and seeing what that's all about. So so this is a little pamphlet, Vahdam India, and just stop focusing on my face. And it says, "Feel alive." So I guess that's their little tagline. You open it up, get in touch, a little QR code to win a free trip to India. And it's basically this full page thing. So over here it shows you, at the bottom it shows you how to kind of brew teas based on the different types of teas there are. And I'll just read this part out. There's like traditional chai preparation with milk, our commitment to people and planet. So with the climate neutral certified logo, that was the first logo I pointed out, this one right here. It says, we offset our entire carbon footprint via investment in renewable energy. The second logo is teach me to learn, live, and dream. That's the middle one right there. This one says 1% of revenue is directed towards the education of our farmers' children. So that's awesome. And the third one, which was also on the box, the certified plastic neutral brand logo. And this basically reads, we recover and recycle an amount of plastic equivalent to our packaging. So so yeah, offsetting, and yeah, just I like all that stuff. The inside is a full letter, and I'm just gonna read. I've read it once, and I'm just gonna read this out because I thought it was interesting, and I thought it was it would kind of give more context to this actual product if you choose to buy it, or if you choose to look further into it. So it says the Vahdam India story. So I wish to introduce myself as the founder of Vahdam India. Thank you for choosing us and welcome to the family. Before you try us, I want to share my story. I come from the country India, a magical land, from the world's finest teas, delectable spices, and enriching Ayurveda to the healing art of yoga, all originate from our magnificent country, bringing you a dose of holistic wellness in your everyday life. The mystical climate, rich fertile soil, and the hard work of millions of farmers allow the blossoming of these delicious teas, spices, and herbs. And fortunately so, I was born into a family with deep roots in the tea industry. Yes, a lineage of over 90 years. So, first section, why we do what we do. It is only when I joined my family business, I realized that most of the tea being sold across the world is passing through multiple middlemen before reaching consumers like you. And by the prime freshness and flavor found, and by then the prime freshness and flavor found in tea is lost. It was also unsettling to know that even though globally acclaimed brands continue to grow significantly every year, millions of farmers back here in India are still plagued with low wages, poor education, and an uncertain future, despite India contributing to 25% of the world's tea production. On delving deeper, it was easy to identify that this problem extended to other categories like spices. To initiate a journey to solve these problems is when I decided to launch Vahdam India, a homegrown brand for the world. What is the Vahdam difference? All Vahdam India products are procured directly from plantations, farmers, and cooperatives within days of harvest, packaged garden fresh at our BRC certified state-of-the-art facility in India, and shipped directly to our fulfillment centers in various parts of the world. By eliminating unnecessary middlemen, we are able to retain all earnings in the region. They are grown and nurtured by millions of farmers with immense love, care, and passion. A process which ultimately helps every farmer get a better price for their produce. Our commitment to people and planet. In the long run, a successful homegrown brand from India will empower the industry on a macro level. Simultaneously, we aim at solving on-ground issues like education. 1% of our revenue is directed towards the education of our farmers' children via our Teach Me social initiative, which is on the other side. Every parent wishes for their progeny to have a better life than theirs. We simply wish to honor this aspiration. Vahdam is also a climate neutral and plastic neutral certified brand. We measure our plastic and carbon footprint every year and offset it via our investments in plastic recycling, renewable energy, and energy efficient initiatives. Native Indian wellness wisdom reimagined. During our first few years of this journey, we only focused on teas, which with time evolved into a much bigger dream, inspiring us to launch our range of fresh spices. And going forward, we aspire to do even more and bring the magic of native Indian wellness wisdom to the world, while we reimagine supply chains, innovate, and bring products with unparalleled freshness and equality. We are a young and zealous team striving to get better each day. So, if we falter in our overall experience, please do not hesitate to email me directly. I promise to address it personally. Thank you. Bala Sarda, founder and CEO of Vahdam India. It has information, and the tagline, or the bottom of the page reads, and just in case you were wondering, Vahdam is the reverse anagram of Madhav, my father's first name. Smiley face. So there's the dude. Okay, and there's a tagline about what Vahdam actually means. So very local within India, helps out their local community, their farmers, the people who actually do the work in in bringing the product to life, if you will. So so yeah, that's the brand, and I'm just gonna go into actually checking out some of the, or all the different flavors. I might as well just read them all. So in no particular order, we have Imperial Himalayan White Tea. I'll get a little shot of that. Okay, have all the logos, low caffeine, net weight, packed in India. We have High Mountain Darjeeling Oolong Tea. Okay, shows you what it looks like outside and inside the cup, the color you should be expecting, etc. Turmeric Ginger Herbal Tea Tisane. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing some of these names right, so please forgive me. Okay. I'm more of a Moroccan mint tea guy. I'm not super deep into loose leaf tea, but I've had like David's tea. You know, I'm in North America, Canada, so you know, if you're familiar with David's tea, it's basically kind of the same product, but just sourced ethically, perhaps. So this is original chai spiced black tea. Original chai, gotta get some of that. This is the stuff I've tried cooking in milk water as well, so it tastes really good. And some of these, obviously, you'll see. Well, I'm not sure if it's obvious or not, but I have opened a few of these. And this one is Daily Darjeeling Second Flush Black Tea. Okay. This is Assam Exotic Second Flush Black Tea. I believe Assam is a place in India, so this is kind of like a local flavor. And we have Earl Grey Black Tea. It's one of the OGs, I guess. Okay. We have Turmeric Spiced Herbal Tea Tisane. Right there. Excuse me. We have Himalayan Green Tea. I bought it more for the green tea. Like, I like the green tea loose leaf. So I've tried this. This is good. Trying to figure out how to do like the differences between oolong and so let me just finish this off. This is the last one, Mint Melody Green Tea. So yeah, I like the mint, Moroccan mint. So this is I tried this as well. This is really good. Has all that mint flavor. It's more of like a daily tea. Something, you can have mint every day pretty much, I think. But the 4 different types of teas, I'll name those as well. So there's black tea, herbal tea, green tea, and oolong/white tea. And they each have a different way of preparing them. Just focus on that. So different temperatures, different amount of steeping. I just have a single temperature kettle right now, so I'm not going to be going too hardcore with the actual specific way of preparing it. But it's good to know, so that as I develop into a enthusiast, I can pull out the most optimal tastes and flavors using the correct procedures eventually when I get like a kettle with proper temperatures and stuff. So yeah, so that's what this is. It was, I think, maybe $40-50 or something like that. It's pretty reasonable, given that I get to try so many different types of teas. So yeah, I'm gonna grab the kettle, and I already have the washed teacups and tea set here. So yeah, we're gonna give this whole thing a try, and I'll just go grab my kettle, and I'll be right back. Cool. Okay, so I have my kettle with me. Sat down on the floor so that you get a better view of the teacups in action, and yeah. So So out of all these flavors, I think I'm just going to try something that I've already tasted before. I've been drinking this one lately, turmeric ginger, herbal tea tisane. It's just yeah, it's the winter time, so it just feels more like you know, get some ginger in me. You know, I'm dealing with a little bit of sniffling, coughing, you know, seasonal stuff. So so when I drank this, it kind of gives me a little bit of a soothing feeling, and this is caffeine free. So so yeah, and just give you a look at this as well. Since this is turmeric, it looks very different from usual green teas that I've had, because it's very yellow. I don't know if you can see it within the in the camera, but it's yeah, you can't really see it. So what we're gonna do is, and with the pot, I noticed that because I was wondering with it being loose leaf, whether I would need an infuser or whether it would come with it. So the spout does have like a little cage thing here, you know, ceramic cage. So it will act like the infuser, so I can just put the tea directly into this little thing right here. So let's get this right over here. Okay. So we're going to be using the turmeric ginger herbal tea tisane. Okay. So here we go. Got my teaspoon right here. It's got this like yellow stuff. Let me just show you right here. Can't really see it, but I'll try not to drop it. Yeah, looks pretty authentic to me. So so yeah, and it smells amazing. As soon as you unziplock these things, they you can really tell. So yeah, so let's pour some hot water into this, let it sit for a little while, and pour it out. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'll try not to spill any. Did you notice that? So the teapot is now has a design on it. So it's heat activated, and this was a kind of cool thing that I found, you know, that I wanted to buy the thing for in the first place. So yeah, it's gonna spill if I bring it over too much. But basically, the stickers here, the designs here are heat activated. So it shows a nice little design of a dragon here, and on the other side is the other. Looks like a bird with like 3 tails. It must be some kind of yeah, cultural significance. But it's the same 2 designs as on the cups. So I'll let this sit for like 3-5 minutes, and then we'll pour it out, and I'll just go grab the cover for this teapot because I left it in the drying rack. 1 second. Okay, so so I am back. Yeah, it's been like roughly 1 minute, so we'll just sit and wait a little bit more. It's the color really came out really nice, and you can't tell, but the top of the little lid is also circled with these little patterns that are now coming up due to the heat. So so yeah, it's a really nice effect, and yeah, it's pretty cool. We used to have these little race cars, you know, when you're kids, where if you put them in hot water, it would change color, the coat. So it kind of reminded me of that. Not every day you get this kind of effect in a normal adult life. So yeah, making tea less boring. It's already exciting. I ain't saying it's not exciting, but So yeah, it's very nice. I'm very happy with it. And yeah, the size works too. This will fill both cups, and it'll have a little bit left over, and then I can always add more hot water to get that second strain or steep in. So yeah, we'll wait one more minute, and then we'll pour it out. So in the meantime, we'll just check out some of his other stuff too. Original chai. I'm gonna open this up too, just kind of like show you if you can see it. I gotta work on my setup a little bit, but it smells amazing. All that like spices. So it's all loose leaf, so you can't see it. It's a shame, but yeah, I'm really enjoying this stuff. It's really good in the wintertime. This kind of feels like it kind of soothes your throat, soothes your sinuses. I'm not entirely sure of what medical properties this stuff has, and whether it's just kind of some kind of pseudo stuff, or whether there's actual quote unquote science behind it. But it it makes me feel good, so I think that's the science behind my choice. So yeah, I'll leave this for a little bit longer. You know what? Let's just go for it. So here's our teacups. I'm gonna fill both of them just because so I can see the designs. And yeah, I'll just drink both of them. Cool. So here we go. So let's just try not to spill any. I filled it up quite a bit just because I wanted to see the entire, it's filled up right to the brim. So we're just gonna pour it gently. That did not work. Okay. I'm sure I'm pouring it wrong, or maybe I could use a little saucer as well. But yeah, so you can see the little dragon designs come up. Hopefully get that zoom in. Okay, here we are. Stop focusing on my face. Okay, yeah, really cool artwork. Very nice. I'm going to wipe off my counter because this is turmeric, so it might stain yellow. So I'll be right back. Okay, so we have our tea, and this stuff is usually kind of hot, so I don't chug it right away. But let me take a little sip. I guess it's worth burning my lips for a video. Alright, not too hot. Yeah, you can, yeah, it's very flavorful. So even though I didn't let it steep for like a full 5 minutes or something, you definitely still feel the flavor of this one. You can taste the turmeric, or however you pronounce it, turmeric. Yeah, it's very nice. So yeah, that's my tea testing, my little tea time here with my new pot, and I'm trying all these new flavors. So far, the ones I'm probably gonna get are original chai. I like
basically I make chai at home, but I use like Tetley or Red Rose or the regular tea bags. So I'm trying to replace that with just like get like a full pack of this, and make it like this, like replace my usual my uh, convenience store kind of stuff, regular store teas with something a little more ethically sourced. So that's kind of the hope. So I'll definitely be getting this one. I like the turmeric. It's a little different from like my usual Moroccan mint or just like straight up green teas. So I'll probably get a little bit of that. And yeah, I'm liking the oolong too. It's not. It seems like it's not as spicy or that kind of tone, but it still has the aroma and all the other parts of the profile, if you will. Yeah, this one feels just like it's almost like green tea. But yeah, it's a lot of fun to kind of try out these different flavors and to try to figure out what you like, what you don't like. It's a learning experience at the end of the day. So yeah, if this is something that you're interested in, I highly recommend Vahdam India, and this pot by Susan is also is wonderful, and her kids helped packaged it. So yeah, it's if you're looking for a gift set or anything for your, this people like people are fairly cultured these days, so this stuff is it comes up on the radar every once in a while. It makes a great gift item, and yeah, that added novelty of the colored designs that show up is definitely I would say it's a definite bonus. So yeah, I hope you like this review of these two products, and next time I buy something worth reviewing, I'll make a video of it, and yeah, hopefully it gives you something to learn off of, and if you're interested in, just feel free to support any of these companies. And yeah, they have my personal approval. One thing I will just kind of add as a disclaimer is that I haven't really gone in and verified any of the stories behind each of these products, but I have no reason to kind of think otherwise than what is being sold up front as a messaging. So yeah, so support ethical companies, and lead an ethical life, hopefully. So yeah, have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.